Have you ever found yourself cleaning the house with those old tricks passed down from generation to generation by your grandmother and thought, does this really work? Well, yes, many of us were taught certain cleaning techniques and products that, while well-intentioned, can be doing more harm than good to our homes. From the gleaming shine of hardwood floors to the spotless marble countertop, some of these traditional methods can actually damage surfaces, corrode materials, and even spread dirt instead of cleaning it. Get ready to debunk some of the most persistent cleaning myths out there, the ones your grandmother swore were infallible but which modern science and experience show us otherwise. We'll explore together why some of these grandma's tips can be real traps for your home and how you can replace them with more effective and safer methods. Stay with us until the end to discover how to protect your belongings and ensure truly efficient cleaning without unpleasant surprises or irreversible damage. Chapter 1: The Danger of Vinegar on Natural Stones. Vinegar, acclaimed by many as a multi-purpose and natural cleaning product, is a true hero in the kitchen and even for some household chores, but it hides a dark side when it comes to delicate natural stone surfaces. Its acidity, which makes it so effective for disinfecting and removing grease, is exactly what transforms it into a powerful enemy for marble, granite, and quartz. The chemical composition of these stones is sensitive to acids, and vinegar can cause irreparable damage. When vinegar comes into contact with these porous and calcareous surfaces, it initiates a chemical reaction that to the naked eye may seem harmless, but it is corroding the protective layer and polish of the stone. The result of this interaction is the appearance of opaque stains, which are, in fact, micro-corrosions on the surface. These marks are not superficial. They alter the material's structure, making it porous and susceptible to new stains. Grandma, in her popular wisdom, might not have known that the natural beauty of these stones lies in their mineral composition, which reacts adversely to acidic substances. She probably saw vinegar as an economical and ecological solution for everything without considering the specificities of each material. The shine that vinegar could provide on other surfaces does not translate into a benefit for natural stone, but rather a latent risk of permanent damage. Instead of resorting to vinegar, the best approach for cleaning natural stones is simplicity. A soft cloth and warm water are often sufficient for daily cleaning. For more persistent dirt or to disinfect without risks, pH-neutral cleaning products, specially formulated for stones, are the safest and most effective choice. Invest in something specific to avoid compromising the durability and aesthetics of your countertop. Abandoning the habit of using vinegar on these surfaces is not just a matter of aesthetics, it's a preventive measure to preserve the value and integrity of your home. Remember that the cost of repairing or replacing a marble countertop corroded by vinegar is infinitely greater than the investment in appropriate and safe cleaning products. Protect your stones, and they will continue to beautify your home for many, many years. Chapter 2: Cleaning electronic screens with care. The idea of using common glass cleaner on TV and computer screens seems logical at first glance. After all, they're transparent surfaces like glass, right? Wrong. This is one of Grandma's cleaning tips that can cause serious and irreversible damage to your expensive and now essential electronic devices. Modern screens, whether LED, LCD, OLED, or plasma, have protective layers and special coatings that are extremely sensitive to the chemicals found in traditional glass cleaners. Most glass cleaners contain ammonia, alcohol, or other solvents that are aggressive to these coatings. These chemical components can corrode the anti-reflective layer, create permanent stains, leave opaque streaks, or even cause pixel damage to the screen over time. What you sought as a quick solution to remove dust and fingerprints ends up becoming a catalyst for the degradation of image quality and the device's lifespan. Grandma, in her day, dealt with tube televisions that had a more robust and less sensitive glass surface. Technological evolution has brought thin and sophisticated screens that demand much more specific care. We cannot simply transfer old methods to modern equipment without considering the fundamental differences in their manufacturing and the materials used. What worked for an old screen won't work for a high-definition screen. To clean TV and computer screens safely and effectively, the golden rule is less is more. Start by using a clean, dry microfiber cloth, which removes dust and fingerprints without scratching. If there are more persistent smudges, lightly dampen the microfiber cloth with distilled water, or preferably with a specific electronic screen cleaning solution, which are formulated to be gentle and non-corrosive. Never spray the liquid directly onto the screen. Always spray it onto the cloth. Excessive moisture can seep into the screen's edges and damage the device's internal components. Investing in a screen cleaning kit, easily found in electronic stores, is a smart move that will extend the life of your devices and ensure that image quality remains impeccable, avoiding regrets and unnecessary expenses in the future. Chapter 3: Excessive water on wooden floors. The idea that more water means more cleanliness is one of the most ingrained myths when it comes to home care, and it becomes particularly problematic regarding wooden floors. Grandma, perhaps accustomed to scrubbing ceramic or cement floors, may have taught that a bucket full of soap and water is the recipe for an impeccable floor. However, for wood, this practice is a slow and painful death sentence, compromising the beauty and durability of your investment. Wood is a hygroscopic material, meaning it absorbs moisture from the environment and even more rapidly when in direct contact with water. Excessive water penetrates the wood fibers, causing a series of visible and structural problems. The most common is the warping of the boards, where the floor begins to swell, lift, and create unevenness, drastically altering the smooth and uniform surface you cherished. Besides warping, excessive moisture creates an environment conducive to the growth of mold and mildew between the boards and under the floor, especially in poorly ventilated areas. These fungi not only release unpleasant odors but can also deteriorate the wood, making it fragile and brittle. Not to mention that in extreme cases, water can compromise the glue or the floor's interlocking system, leading to loose boards. The correct way to clean wooden floors is with the minimum amount of moisture possible. First, remove dust and debris with a vacuum cleaner with a floor attachment or a soft bristled broom. For cleaning, use a well-wrung, almost dry microfiber cloth dampened with water and a specific cleaning product for wooden floors, which are usually pH neutral and leave no residue. Remember, the goal is to clean the surface, not to soak the wood. If you use a mop, make sure to wring it out until it is only damp. Avoid spills and clean up any spilled liquid immediately. By adopting this care, you will ensure that your wooden floor maintains its shine, stability, and beauty for many years, adding value to your home and avoiding expenses with premature repairs or replacements. Chapter 4: Bleach is not the solution for everything. Bleach is a true cleaning joker for many, especially for our grandmothers, who saw it as the universal answer to any dirt or germ problem. And indeed, it is a powerful disinfectant capable of eliminating bacteria, viruses, and fungi, which makes it indispensable in certain situations, such as disinfecting bathrooms or contaminated surfaces. However, the myth that bleach cleans everything is a mistake that can create more problems than solutions at home. The big mistake lies in the confusion between disinfecting and cleaning. Bleach acts chemically to kill microorganisms, but it does not have the ability to remove physical dirt, grease, dust, or ingrained residue. If you apply bleach to a dirty surface, it may kill the germs present, but the dirt itself will remain there. And in some cases, bleach can even set certain stains, making them more difficult to remove. Our grandmothers, with less access to a variety of specific cleaning products, relied on bleach as the primary tool to keep the house free of diseases. They associated the strong smell of chlorine with deep cleaning and absolute hygiene. However, This perception ignores that true cleaning often requires the action of a detergent or soap to break down and remove dirt before disinfection can be effective. The indiscriminate use of bleach can also have negative consequences for various surfaces and for your health. On colored fabrics, it causes irreversible discoloration. On metallic surfaces, it can cause corrosion. Furthermore, mixing bleach with other cleaning products, such as vinegar or ammonia, can generate extremely dangerous toxic gases for the respiratory tract, a risk that Grandma might have been unaware of. The correct approach is to use bleach intelligently and in moderation. Use it for what it's truly good at, disinfecting areas like the toilet bowl, drains, or surfaces that need sterilization, but always after prior cleaning with soap and water. For general cleaning, opt for cleaning products that contain surfactants and agents that actually remove dirt, thus ensuring a home that is not only disinfected but truly clean. Chapter 5. How to incorrectly scrub stains on carpets. The first reaction to seeing a stain on the carpet, especially a newly formed one, is to scrub vigorously with a cloth or brush, hoping that friction will remove the dirt immediately. This is an instinctive action, and probably something Grandma would recommend to clean it once and for all. But for carpets, this action can be the worst mistake you can make, turning a small problem into permanent or difficult-to-solve damage. When you scrub a stain, especially on delicate fabrics like those of carpets, what happens is that you don't remove it, but rather spread it and force it to penetrate even deeper into the fibers. If it's a liquid stain, like coffee or wine, the friction causes the liquid to spread over a larger area, and dirt particles are pushed to the base of the carpet, making removal much more difficult, almost impossible in some cases. Besides spreading the stain, scrubbing forcefully can damage the carpet fibers. Depending on the material and weaving type, excessive friction can wear out, fray, or even break the fibers, permanently altering the carpet's texture and appearance. The color of the scrubbed area can also look different, creating a stain from abrasion instead of the original stain you were trying to remove, a common error passed down through generations. The correct technique for dealing with carpet stains is blotting and pressure. Act quickly, using a clean white cloth to avoid color transfer, or paper towels to absorb as much of the stain as possible, gently pressing from the outside in. The goal is to suck the stain out of the carpet, not push it in. Repeat this process, changing the cloth or paper, until there is no more color transfer. For persistent stains, after initial absorption, use a specific carpet and upholstery cleaning product, applying it to the cloth, never directly on the stain, and gently dabbing. Always test on an inconspicuous area of the carpet first. Be patient. Removing stains from carpets is a process that requires delicacy and technique, not brute force, ensuring your carpet remains beautiful and intact for much longer. Chapter 6. Excessive wax on wooden furniture. Applying wax to wooden furniture is an ancient practice highly valued by grandmothers, who firmly believed that more wax meant more shine and protection for the piece. This more is better idea makes intuitive sense, as wax indeed provides a lustrous appearance and a protective layer. However, excessive waxing is one of the most common and damaging mistakes you can make when caring for your precious wooden furniture, turning an act of care into a problem. When wax is applied in very thick layers or too frequently, it is not fully absorbed by the wood. What happens is the formation of a sticky buildup on the surface, which, instead of protecting, begins to attract and retain dust, dirt, and lint. This sticky residue not only leaves the furniture looking dull and dirty, but can also be difficult to remove, requiring considerable effort and specific products to undo the damage. Besides attracting dirt, excessive wax can create a kind of film that hides the natural beauty of the wood, dulling its original grain and color. Over time, this buildup can even darken the furniture's surface or create uneven spots, making it look neglected and heavy rather than clean and polished. Grandma, perhaps seeking extra protection, was unknowingly suffocating the wood. The correct way to wax wooden furniture is with moderation and technique. Always use a small amount of wax and apply it with a soft, clean, dry cloth in circular motions, following the wood grain. The goal is to create a thin, uniform layer that penetrates the fibers, enhancing the natural shine and offering protection without excess. Less is definitely more when it comes to wood wax. After application, use another clean, dry cloth to buff the surface, removing any excess and revealing the desired shine. The ideal frequency for waxing furniture varies, but generally once or twice a year is more than enough for most pieces. By adopting this approach, you will ensure that your wooden furniture remains beautiful, protected, and with its natural beauty enhanced without the unwanted wax buildup. Chapter 7. Newspaper is not the best for cleaning glass. The image of Grandma cleaning windows with crumpled newspaper is almost an icon of old-fashioned domestic cleaning, and many people still swear that it's the most effective way to leave glass streak-free and sparkling. The belief was that newspaper, being absorbent and not shedding lint like some cloths, was the perfect solution. However, this grandma's tip has a downside that can, in reality, make things dirtier rather than cleaner, leaving you with an extra task. The main problem with using newspaper to clean glass lies in the printing ink. While modern inks are less prone to smudging than older ones, they can still transfer pigments to the glass, especially if the newspaper is very damp or if you rub too hard. The result is grayish or bluish streaks that, at first, may not be noticed, but which appear clearly under sunlight, compromising the desired transparency. In addition to ink, newspaper can also shed small paper particles that, although not visible lint like those from a cloth, can adhere to the glass surface. These microparticles, combined with ink and moisture, can leave a haze or subtle smudge that detracts from the window's shine and clarity, requiring another cleaning. Grandma may not have had access to more suitable materials, but today we have much better options. To get truly clean and streak-free glass, the best alternative to newspaper is a good old microfiber cloth. These cloths are specially designed to capture dirt and moisture without shedding lint or leaving residue. Use a clean microfiber cloth dampened with water or a good quality glass cleaning solution. Spray the solution directly onto the cloth, or if you prefer, directly onto the glass, and spread it with the cloth. Another excellent option is to use a squeegee in conjunction with a microfiber cloth. After applying the cleaning solution, use the squeegee to remove excess liquid in single, overlapping strokes, cleaning the squeegee blade after each pass. Finish with a dry microfiber cloth to remove any residue from the edges. With these techniques, your glass will be impeccable, transparent, and free of any ink stains or lint. Conclusion: debunking Grandma's cleaning myths isn't about disrespecting the wisdom of generations, but rather about evolving with knowledge and technology. Many of these tips emerged at a time when materials were different and cleaning products were limited. Today, we have access to a vast range of information and products that allow us to take care of our homes more effectively, safely, and durably, protecting our belongings and ensuring that our home is always spotless. We hope this video has been helpful for you to rethink some habits and adopt cleaning practices that genuinely benefit your home. Remember, smart cleaning is not just about removing dirt, but also about preserving your surfaces and extending the lifespan of your belongings. If you like these tips and want to learn more about how to efficiently care for your home, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like on this video. This helps us a lot to continue creating quality content for you.